here I am with the video that I said I was going to do earlier. Trying to stay consistent. Yeah, let me just get straight to the chase, man. Why am I making this video? Why do I feel the need to like change the or put more emphasis on this genre of video game and whatnot? Well, because this genre of video game means a lot. And I feel like I could maybe bring a little bit, bring some people to it that wouldn't normally come this way, and also offer entertainment value and knowledge to people that, I don't know, wouldn't normally attempt to play this game, or the people that currently do, you know, whatever. So, a little history, a little background, how I got into this. Play fighting games my whole life, never serious, and mainly the Mortal Kombat game, right? So, MK2, Mortal Kombat Gold for the Dreamcast. MK2 was Sega Genesis. Mortal Kombat Gold, like I said, for Dreamcast. Then I had Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance and Deception for PS2. And Shaolin Monks for PS2. Really liked Mortal Kombat, but I felt like after you did remember there wasn't any YouTube, so after you did the fatalities with everybody, unlocked everybody, did the fatalities, it was like, all right, like I'm cool on this, right? Also for Dreamcast, I had Marvel vs. Capcom, not number 2, but I had Marvel vs. Capcom, and really enjoyed that game. So much that when Street Fighter 4 came out, actually, I rushed to get it because my only experience with like Capcom characters was Marvel vs. Capcom. So I'm thinking it's going to be a similar game. Before I get to Street Fighter 4, I do want to talk about like most of you guys, like a lot of the guys that like started FGC because of this. Like I'm one of them. Well, I didn't really start, but Evo Moment 37 it kind of first directed my eyes to like, oh, there are people that play this game like for real and they're really good. And it was excuse me, I don't know why I always burp when I start recording. When I'm not recording, nigga never burp. Anyway, Evo Moment 37, like I said, brought my eyes. I kind of always knew that there was people that played this game really serious and were probably really good. It's just from deduction, like process of elimination. It's like deductive reasoning, right? Like, all right, this is a game where you can be 1v1. You can probably bet on it, which would make people play this seriously. And of course, that's what's going on while I was thinking this, right? So Street Fighter 4 comes out. I rushed to buy it because I wanted to play Marvel vs. Capcom so bad, right? Those Shinku Hadoukens that were half screen and all that, and all the over dramaticness of Marvel vs. Capcom. Street Fighter 4 was very tame. So tame, I was like, fuck this, and took the game back. I think I had it for like 2 days. Took it back and was like, nope, I got it that Friday. Took it back Sunday because I was like, this is not what I was expecting. Really wanted to play Marvel vs. Capcom. So when it got announced, or when it came out 2 years later, that's when I picked it up. And that's probably when I first got like competitive, because I first started paying attention to, I'm on YouTube searching up things. Complexity Cross Counter comes up. Marvelous Adventures come up. It's Mike Ross Gutex. So I'm watching them play. I start really paying attention to what's going on. Start paying attention to the tournaments. Don't remember what tournament I watched, but I would, or I do remember that when I first really like started paying attention to the FGC, Noel Brown had just gotten into a fight with somebody over like touching the stuff or something. So that was 2011, right? So mind you, I'm watching Marvelous Adventures at the time. I proceed to get my ass beat 10 times in a row online, right? So I'm like, oh man, fuck this game. I'm not gonna play this game, whatever, right? And at the same time, I'm watching Marvelous Adventures, that episode that week. Like, they had all lost, and they was like, yeah, we're kind of done with this game because we just lost and we don't know why. And they went back to Street Fighter. So when they did that, that kind of compelled me to start playing Street Fighter. But like, it was more slow paced. It just felt me better. And I was right. 6 months, I didn't really play seriously. I just kind of thought I was good, man. Played Street Fighter 4 for 6 months. I bought it right when AE came out. I think AE came out like right around my birthday. So I got AE when it came out, or I had made the decision to start playing Street Fighter 4, but waited for AE. AE came out like a few weeks after I made the decision. Started playing it. Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. That's what AE is. So Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition comes out. Start playing it. It's cool. I'm not really in love with the game. I get rid of it actually. Maybe like 4 months in, I kind of quit. But my friend Tyree keeps up with it. He starts going to like meetups. We end up having meetups at a local school, and there's some guys that we know that knew from school. They became really good friends with, like Logan and Jack. Went to high school with, and they started coming down here for meetups. They went to college somewhere else. So Tyree starts going there. Then I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I'm gonna start going there. So I start going there, and I'll never forget, man. I was playing on pad at the time, and they had a PS3 set up, and dude jumps at me. I haven't played this game in a few months. Dude jumps at me, and I do a tour roundhouse with Sagat in Street Fighter 4, and it adds a juggle state, and I pop my ultra. He's like, "Ugh, nice." I just remember that feeling, man. It felt really good to be able to essentially put your opponent in a bad decision, but it was so nice that they respected it, right? That's something I feel like that only happens in fighting games anyway, or it happens more often. So that happened. Like, all right, I want to start going to meetups and get better. So I ended up getting the game back, like $20. I get the game back. I start taking it serious. Meetups are played on 360, and I have a PS3, so I had to learn stick. That's how I learned arcade stick. And then after learning arcade stick, it was pretty much a grind fest. Like for like at least a solid 3 years of just, probably longer than that, just grinding. And when I say grinding, I mean like I was playing every single day. And we stopped going to meetups. And like, I mean, some of my favorite memories, man, we would go to meetups. I'd get off work at 8, go home, take a shower. I worked on like cars and stuff. Go home, take a shower, drive to the college that we had, play in the meetups till like 12, go to Taco Bell, everybody load up. It'd be me and like maybe 3 or 4 of the guys. The people that I said, Jack, Logan, Tyree, sometimes Donnie. Head to Tyree's crib because he was the only one that had his own place at the time. Head to his crib, bro. Have a monitor up. We'd be running sets on 2 TVs. Sometimes we'd watch Wednesday night fights, or what was it called? I don't think it was always NLBC. I forgot, but it was the East Coast version. I forgot what it's called. Maybe it was NLBC then. I don't know, but we would just like, that was it, man. It was like nigga didn't have a car, nigga didn't have nothing, but I was playing Street Fighter, and that's what we did. We did that for years. Well, not the meetups. The meetups didn't last that long. Lasted maybe like 6 months. But as far as us 4, we just continued to like try to improve ourselves. And when you start to reach a certain level, man, the satisfaction you get, man, I promise you, it's just like chess. From the freaking, well, let me finish. Let me get to where I am now. So, was playing that heavy. Was living and breathing Street Fighter 4. I would go to work, and then like work, I'd go to SureYouCan.com and just go to like Ryu, go to matchups, go to like Viper, and just look up like what people had posted about the matchups when the game first came out, and I would then go home and see what was still applicable and what wasn't. I did that with like so many characters, and because of that, I know a lot of old tech that I'm probably gonna make a video on later. Even though nobody plays the game anymore, but still. But that being said, I had never really played a game first when it came out. So when Street Fighter Cross Tekken came out, played that game. The game had its flaws, but I love the creativity behind it. And it's one of my favorite fighting games. I've hardly played, if that makes sense. But didn't play that too much longer. Went back to Street Fighter 4. Let's see. And just got better. I mean, that's really what it was. We just got better, man. It was literally us it was dope because we play on the weekends, and so it'd be like, all right, like I'm trying to think like a nasty combo. Like you'd go home and you try to learn it, and you may not get it that week, or you may not get it the next week, and it may take you a month to get it. And then it's like, all right, this is a character specific combo, but hopefully if I pick Seth and he picks Cammy, I can do this character specific, and he picks Cammy. It's like, yes. And then like you never get the combo, but it was just fun to learn those things. It was fun to learn tech. I remember one of the things I did against Logan. Ryu's stand roundhouse used to beat all of Viper's wake up options, and that's the characters we were playing. I was playing Ryu, he was playing Viper, and like I would just abuse it on his wake up. I'd do like my sweep, safe jump, or I'd do like a throw, walk up, stand roundhouse. He couldn't do anything. He had to burn bar or had to burn bar. Pretty much couldn't back dash, couldn't do anything, or ultra, right? So just things like that, man. It was really fun. It was learning tech, going back, practicing it, and it's so satisfying when you beat your opponent, or you're in a position to where your hard work pays off. And I've played anything you could. I've tried to play so many things competitive, everything under the sun, right? I've played competitive Pokemon, Gen 4 and Gen 5 especially. You know, I haven't really watched them the last few months, ever since Sword and Shield, but Pokeaim, Thunder Blunder, I love watching them. Love the Heater Fajitas. I remember when those first came out, I was heavily, I was heavily watching that. Is when the Heater Fajitas came out. Destiny 2, I tried to be the best I could at that and be competitively the best. Watch Astacross, I watch Fallout, watch Cammy Cakes, Yu-Gi-Oh! Competitively, man, Simo. These are all, you know, credible people, and I watch them to try to get to better myself competitively. Anything competitive, man, I try to play. And I feel like it involves thinking. Like, if you can be better than somebody, but I can outsmart you, that's where the satisfaction comes from. But nothing compares to fighting games, man. You know, Street Fighter 4 came out, or after Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5 came out. I picked it up. It was really good for the first 6 months, and then I got my new job and I had to stop. But we would travel there was meetups, you know, about 45 minutes away. And you got to understand, we had just been playing with us for like years at this point. Actually, Jack had left. So it was just us three. Well, actually, okay, Jack had left and a new guy joined the crew. Eli had joined the crew. And, but Tyree wasn't really playing that much. So it was me, Logan, and Eli playing a fuck ton of Street Fighter. And when it's just y'all three, you never really know how good you are. But I mean, we're the type, like, we was learning frame data, or I was at least. Frame data, and I would share it with, you know, Logan and stuff. I was learning frame data before that shit was cool. Like, I'm talking like 2012, 13. Like, now you got frame data apps, it's all cool and shit. But back then it was like, you just, that's safe or unsafe. I'd be like, nah, that's -4. But, you know, but learning all this stuff, man, and then going to play dudes that we've never played before who are considered pretty good, like some of the best in the state. And then everybody in my crew whooping up on them. Like, just, and then niggas posting about you and like, man, like, no, I would say Arkansas has a pretty decent scene. It surprisingly, like, I would say it's probably, well, fuck, that's another video, but, you know, to go down there and be respected and be like, yo, these guys, you know, you can tell they put in the work because we've never heard of them before, and they came up here and they really whooped us up. Like, it feels good, man. Like I said, the thought process, like doing like low forward stomp with Nakali, even though it's not a true block string, so you can have people start Shoryuken or dragon punching through it, and then you can start baiting it out. Like, just, I mean, honestly, man, the mind games, it's incredible. And then you having the execution to help back it up, which I don't have the best execution, but just those things, man. That's why it's enjoyable. And I promise you, learning it is difficult. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen one of the guys I follow for fighting games is Sajam, and he talks about how he doesn't feel like it's inherently harder than other games. It is. I don't know what other games. Like, I play a lot of other games. I've played a lot of other games, and I can tell you that just getting into it, it's very, very difficult. Destiny, like, trust me, coming in Destiny 2 fresh, it's not, Destiny 2 was difficult, but this is another level because you have to practice things and you don't get immediate gratification. But I want to introduce you guys to this. This is my whole plan with putting this, putting everything together, man. I just want, if I can get like, if I can post these videos and they consistently get 1,000 views, and the majority of you guys have never been interested in, fighting games, then to me, I feel like I've done my job, and this is the reason I'm doing it. But yeah, it's the most rewarding genre to me. Even my friends say, I think there's not really a fighting game that my friends were excited about. We kind of let down by Street Fighter 5. That's another video. But it, I don't know, man. It even they say, man, I wish there was a game that we could play because it's just, there's nothing like it. It's honestly, and I promise you, it's like, you watch some Evos. I may link some videos, man, but watch some Evo videos. Just I'll lead you to it, right? Just start watching the content I put out, and just because, if the only games you play are 2K and Call of Duty, just watch a few of these videos, watch a few of my videos, and see if you can at least, try playing it, man, even on a casual level, right? Street Fighter 5 is always being sold for cheap, so just stick around, man. This video was a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but yeah, so peace out.